Configuring Authorize NetAIM integration is a straightforward process that enables you to securely accept payments on your website. To begin, you need to have an Authorize Net account and a merchant ID. First, log into your Authorize Net account and navigate to the Settings page. Here, you will find your merchant ID and transaction key, which are required for the integration. Next, download the Authorize NetAIM API from the official website. The API provides a set of functions that enable you to process transactions and handle responses from Authorize Net. Now, let's move on to the configuration process. You need to set up the API with your merchant ID and transaction key. This will authenticate your requests to Authorize Net and ensure that transactions are processed securely. To configure the API, create a new instance of the Authorize NetAIM class and pass in your merchant ID and transaction key. This will initialize the API and prepare it for use. Once the API is configured, you can start processing transactions. To do this, create a new transaction object and set the required fields, such as the payment amount, card number, and expiration date. Then, use the API to send the transaction to Authorize Net for processing. The API will handle the request and return a response, which will indicate whether the transaction was approved or declined. It is essential to handle errors and exceptions properly to ensure that your application remains stable and secure. You can do this by catching exceptions and logging error messages. Best practices for configuring Authorize NetAIM integration include using secure protocols, such as HTTPS, to encrypt sensitive data and protecting your merchant ID and transaction key from unauthorized access. Additionally, make sure to test your integration thoroughly to ensure that it is working correctly and securely. This includes testing different transaction scenarios, such as approvals and declines, to verify that your application is handling them correctly. By following these steps and best practices, you can configure Authorize NetAIM integration securely and efficiently, enabling you to accept payments on your website with confidence.